Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot Scorpio. I know that I have promised you a great big conqueror reading coming into Scorpio season next week, but I thought I might come on this evening and just do you a smaller reading. It may end up being another big reading. Who knows where spirit will take us? But I'm feeling that quite a few of you are in hermit mode at the moment. And from your messages, I thought that I should come on and see if there's anything that spirit might be wanting to say to you this evening that's going to be able to help you at this time. I also want to take this opportunity of thanking you, my gorgeous Veritas family. Scorpio, you have been amazing, and your comments, the things that you have said have been overwhelming for me. I am so full of gratitude. I'm so humbled to receive those comments, and just thank you from the bottom of my heart. So this is my gift back to you, and this is for those that most need to hear this message this evening. And I just feel it's for those that are in hermit mode at the time, at this time, a time of reflection. So let's see what comes out. I'm going to start with my energy oracle cards, and then we'll go from there, my darlings. So this is for Scorpio, for those that most need to hear these messages this evening. Thank you, Spirit. What's come out? So we've got contract has come out for you. It's pouring with rain, so I hope it's not too noisy for you. We've got contract has come out for you here, and on the bottom of the deck we've got door to personal healing and happiness. So first of all, what this is saying to me is whatever this contract is, whatever this period of time in your life, it is something that has been a commitment. This could be a work related thing, this could be a personal relationship. It's a committed connection, and it's a new opportunity for you. So be aware and open about this. Be aware and open. When we are very focused on what we feel that is best for us, sometimes we close the door to those adjacent possibilities that the universe is trying to bring in for us. It is leading to, let me show you again this card, it's leading to, it's the door to personal healing and happiness. And my eyes are drawn to personal healing. So whatever this is a time where your energy is in a space, my darling, where you are open to receiving. And I know that sounds like something that, of course, we're always open to receiving gifts and blessings, but we're not. If our energy is one that we feel that we don't deserve it, if this is something that has been a habitual thought, you know, that we've had in our mind for a very long time, and that means we emit an energy of no, don't let it come towards me because I don't deserve that. So whatever this is beautiful for you. This could be, as I said, something to do with business, something to do with moving home. It's something to do with a loving connection. It's really pouring with rain now. We might get a crack of lightning and thunder in a minute. But this is new beginnings in your personal life. And you may or may not have seen this yet coming into your life. But it is a very positive change. And what I love with this healing is that it's, as I go back to wherever you are energetically, you are now able to receive. And this is the next step of that journey, of that evolution for you. This is spring. So there have been, can you see here, there is spring there, and it looks, you know, beautiful with the rainbow there, with hopes and blessings, the lotus flowers. Talk about that you had to, literally to go through the sludge. You've had to go through these dark and murky times to come into this place of being able to observe life from a different perspective. You have grown into yourself in a very beautiful way, but you had to go through that. The lotus flower can only grow in dark, murky waters. It can't grow in clear crystal waters. So and those seeds of growth, this is spring, they've been nurturing inside of you. We all have those seeds of growth within us, and it's been nurturing for you at this time while you've been going through all of these moments, these given present moments that have been given to you to come to this doorway to personal healing and happiness. You're ready to now blossom, and with having that positive expectation, with having that mindset that everything is happening for me, you are allowing yourself to start to receive, which is very, very beautiful. Let's see what comes out. Which cards am I going to use? Let me use my Muse Tarot for this. Actually, I just want to see if there's anything else in this card. You've got the dove there, which talks about peace. Now, peace is true happiness. You know, we can feel joy, we can laugh and all of those wonderful things. But when we are at peace within ourselves, that is true happiness, because peace is when we are accepting whatever present moment we are in without trying to fight and retaliate about, you know, fighting against any given moment. You are very committed to your path now. You're very committed to who you have discovered about who you are, which is just beautiful. And you're very emotional at the moment. And don't fear those emotions. Those emotions are simply things that are, as you are healing, are coming to the surface. They have to come out of you, emotions. Things that may have been long and buried for a long time have to rise up to the surface in order to be released. So don't think that you're taking a step backward. You're not. This is all, I can't speak. This is all a door to your personal healing and happiness. And this connection for you, Spirit is asking you to go within about this. I just want to show you the picture of this again. So do you see she's got the scales? There's the book representing wisdom. This is balance. Whatever this connection is, it's a very balanced connection for you. It's a very peaceful connection. Because she is blindfold, it's about feeling your way around it, and not attaching. When you are starting to have opinions about it, remember that your mind, you know, can lie to you about things, because there are things that we tell ourselves all our life that are just not true. So allow yourself to feel your way around this. Allow yourself to feel, because there's something, your soul, your intuition that's within you is there. It's a power far greater than us. And that feeling your way around it is allowing your soul, your intuition, to step in and to look after you. Follow your feelings, my darling. Follow your feelings with this. This is very, very beautiful. Let's have a look to see what else is coming up here. Be careful, though. Be mindful about who you share this news, whatever this door is. Be mindful about sharing too much. And the reason I say that is because not everyone always has your best intentions at heart. It doesn't mean to say that they're consciously feeling that way, but if somebody has a jealousy attached, or somebody wishes that it may be them setting out on this new adventure, or somebody doesn't want to let you go for whatever reasons that they feel uncomfortable, then energetically they're going to attach those negative connotations to what you are manifesting right now. So sometimes it's better just to not say anything at all, and just to have that little wink from the universe yourself. You know, obviously share with those that you know, whatever this door is for you, obviously share with those that you know and trust have your best intentions at heart, that they want what's best for you. They want for you what you want for you. And likewise, that's a sign of a beautiful relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, a family relationship, a friend relationship, when you want for them what they want for them, and they want for you what you want for you. It's a very beautiful message. So look what's popped out for you. The Ace of Inspiration. This is the Ace of Wands. This is something, whatever this beautiful thing is, and you know this one, you know what this is. Okay, so whatever it is, you have created it. You have caused it to happen. You may have caused it to happen as individual, but normally you've caused it to happen in connection collectively with other souls. This is a very, very beautiful card. And that power of your thoughts, the power of how you have presented yourself energetically, the power of the empowered way that you have gone through whatever you've gone through in your life. And you are now causing this to happen. And you're very aware of it as well. That's what's so beautiful. You've been through a cycle. You're coming into this new cycle, this Ace of Wands. This is something that has, when an ace appears, whether it's a sword, a wand, a pentacle, or a cup, it is a divinely timed gift. And the reason it is because everything has had to come into play. Everything has to beautifully fall into place collectively in order for things to happen at exactly the right time. Those coincidences, those serendipitous moments, that is the beauty of the universe. You know, we're all energy working together in an extraordinary way. And that is this Ace of Wands. Again, look at this lotus flower that's in her hair there. This is something, and the cactus talks about so the lotus flower we've talked about, you've come through something that has, you've grown, you've evolved, you've let go, you've gone through that horrible sludgy process, and you're now coming out into that. You're wearing it with pride. You're very proud. And so you should be, of how far you've come, my darling, from where you were. And it's with great understanding of both yourself and of others. The cactus flower also talks about the spiritual healing the healing that you've gone through. And there have been times where you've been very self-sufficient. You haven't needed a lot of watering. You haven't needed a great deal of attention. I think you've actually come into this place where you've seeked peace. You know, you've seeked peace. You've seeked wisdom. So you've been quiet. You've been silent, and you've come to a place of that finding that love, that space within yourself. So I think this is really beautiful, this Ace of Wands. Let's have a little bit more another look at this. Thank you, Spirit. And with this Ace of Wands, what I'm seeing here with the sun in this card as well, I just want to show this to you again, is the sun talks about, you see the sun there in that cycle, this whole cycle that you've been through has all been about the seeds of healing, the seeds of growth within you. The sun nurtures, the sun allows us to grow. And so you have gone through an extraordinary cycle to be where you are now. And now this Ace of Wands, and wands representing your passions, your desires. What do you want, my darling? What do you want? What is what you're doing now? Let's say this is a career thing for you. Is what you're doing now your dream? Is it your life path? Would you do it if you weren't paid to do it? Would you be where you are if you weren't paid to do it? And if the answer is yes, then that is your life path. The wand is, we were created to create. We were created, you know, when we have imagination, when we have excitement, when we have those aha moments, that is us creating, and we can recreate ourselves anew in any given moment simply by shifting our perspective. Because when we are creating, we're allowing our soul to evolve on its path. Our soul is going through this wonderful, you know, doesn't it feel good when we feel excited and we anticipate in a beautiful way and we feel creative? It doesn't matter what you're wishing to create. You could be wishing to create an amazing cake. You could be wishing to create a fantastic help book for somebody. It doesn't matter, whatever you feel guided to do. This is what this Ace of Wands is. And it talks about receiving on this journey the help that you will need if you let go of your fears. It's about going to the edge a little bit as well. So let's see a little bit more about this Ace of Wands. Thank you. You've certainly, this Ace of Wands, sorry, I just want to talk one more time with the two lots of lotus flowers that's come out for you. You have, having gone through that darker period, this has been that hermit mode for you. And, you know, we only ever really truly come to our self-understandings through observing and through being silent. Because if we try and sort out things in our mind, it doesn't really work. So it's the silence and the listening. And, you know, on my journey, one of the things I know I talk a lot in the videos, but I don't talk so much now outside of these. And I love just to be. I love to just allow things to come through. One of the things I say when I meditate every day is thank you for whatever I'm meant to receive in this given moment. And I really enjoy the silence now. It's a silence where I am looking to be as much as I can in the now, in the I am. And it's a fascinating place to be. And it doesn't always happen, you know, puppies and children and dogs and all sorts of things gets in the way. But it's something that I look to do every day. And I feel like you've come through this. You know, it's when our mind settles into that silent nature space and into unity that we kind of lose our capacity to overthink things, to take things personally. It's no more simple than that. That was too much, but I did see the Justice card and the Judgment card appear. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands. Thank you for Scorpio. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Here. Three of Cups, which is a beautiful card. Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Voices, which is the Queen of Swords, which is the overriding energy. And I want to show you that here. I don't know if you can hear this rain. It's actually very beautiful. The Queen of Voices, the Queen of Swords. The crows in this represent those sort of keeper of secrets. They also represent those voices in our heads. So it is a reminder for me to tell you again, it's a reminder for you about watching your thoughts at this time. Remember those three tools of creation: what we think, say, and do now, my darling, we're placing into our future. These are the doubts. These are the, can I do this? Should I do this? Are they going to hurt me again? Am I going to be successful? What's your thoughts at the moment, my darling? The universe, God, talks to us all the time, responds all the time. All we need to do is believe that and be willing to listen. God talks to us through, and I'm going to use the words of Neil Donald Walsh here, it's God through Neil, through our highest thought, our clearest word, and our greatest experience. Our highest thought is those knowing thoughts, those aha moments, those things that we don't understand, the thoughts that come through suddenly. And we think, well, that's not normally an expression I would use, or well, that completely, I don't know why that makes sense, but it completely makes sense for when I'm thinking about the situation. The clearest word is when we speak from our higher self and we allow our soul to come forth. And the way to do that is literally to ask your mind to quieten down and to open your mouth and speak and see what comes through. And the greatest experiences are when we are viewing our life through that highest thought and clearest word. You know this, and you have been doing this, but self-doubt and fear is a liar. And so you are telling yourself that judge data. And so that's why Spirit is saying, trust in the peace that's within you. Do you see these white wings here, this white? Trust in what is happening. Trust in the fact that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now. Exactly. And use your voice. Use your voice. Use your voice in a way that, and you can try this out, but use your voice in a way that as you speak, and I'm talking about conversations that are very important to you at this time, as you speak, only speak from a place of understanding, love, and compassion. And as you do so, and as you speak, you will receive tenfold back the gifts of understanding and compassion and love to yourself, because you're allowing yourself to speak your highest word, your clearest thought. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who has gone through a journey and understands she doesn't want any bullshit in her life. She's had that, she's been there, she's done that, whether you're a he or a she in this case. And they've given themselves, they're going through a process where they are now being in the space of, I deserve better than that, and welcoming in anybody who's coming in at the same energy space as them. But don't allow those negative thoughts that you may feel about, don't bring in the past into this present moment, is what Thank you, Spirit. I am saying, they are saying, don't bring the past into this present moment. It's very important. I'm going to read for you because I pulled it out earlier. Robert Adams said something very beautiful, and I'm just going to read this to you. Change no one, change nothing. React to no one, react to nothing. Do not live in the past and do not worry about the future. Stay in the eternal now where all is well. After all, you are me, and I am you. There's no difference. Do not react to the world. Do not even react to your own body. Do not even react to your own thoughts. Learn to become the witness. Learn to become quiet. So that's a very beautiful, and I don't know why I pulled that in just now, but I was reminded to, so that is a particular message for somebody. And it's one of the big things that we remember on our journeys is compassion, is patience, and is understanding. And that is the Queen of Swords. You have an immense capability of empowering others as well with the words that you use. People do listen to you. People take on board what you say. And it's very important that it's almost like a butterfly. Sometimes I feel like you can't see your wings. You can't see how beautiful you are and how people respect you and love you and seek you out as well, because you have the ability to cut to the chase, but to do it in a way that is very loving and very caring. And don't let your self-doubt, whatever it is that you do, darling, don't let your self-doubt get in the way of doing that. I mean, I'm seeing this is an extraordinary because, and it's such a beautiful reading, because you've got here the Knight of Pentacles. Now, that is another lotus flower, isn't it, coming through here? But before we move on to that, you've got the Three of Cups, and you've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is the fear that I've been talking about. This is the lack of, is this going to work? What happens if this doesn't happen? Is this going to work? So you've heard me say this before, things have no meaning except for the meaning that you give it, the meaning that you assign it. So if you're assigning, it's really weird, but there are no problems unless you see that if there's a problem, it just means that the world hasn't turned out the way that you want it to turn out. So when you come into that present moment, as Robert Adams says, and change no one, change nothing, react to no one, react to nothing. When you come into that space of accepting that you are exactly where you're meant to be at the moment, accepting that you're meant to be in this space, and accepting the change that is coming because of where you are right now, then you don't have necessarily the fear of what about if this is going to happen, what about if this is going to happen, because you're trusting that you're being guided to take this journey, and you're being trusting to remain in a space where you're respecting your intentions, you're respecting your intuition, you're respecting your inspiration, your imagination, your creativity. This is all your soul guiding you. And the Three of Cups talks about celebration, community, soul family around you at this time. Those that are on the same emotional wavelength as you, the same energetic wavelength of you as you at this time. And they are helping to it's very powerful when people in the same energy space and the same positive energy space is incredibly powerful, much more so than negative energy. And so when people are manifesting things together, because either collectively they're doing it from a conscious place, then their consciousness creates reality. And it's very powerful. And if you are with like-minded soul family, soul tribe, who have come into your life to help you at this time, and they simply have your best intentions at heart, then that energy is helping to create almost like a ripple effect. So this is why, and you're not to worry about the fear of the lack of at this time. And you've got here the Knight of Pentacles. So if this is a love offer, whatever offer this is, my darling, whatever this is, this beautiful contract, this committed relationship, job, whatever it is, it has been a long time coming. It has been a long time coming. But that Knight of Pentacles is my favorite knight, because it is a knight that's had to go. That offer is something, the person, the event that's bringing it in has been because that person has had to go through quite a journey to get to this space in order to bring in this offer. And it comes with love. And there have been, and I really like this, to see this on grass, because, you know, grass, those seeds of growth, grass is something that sometimes we take for granted. So maybe this has been something that you haven't really noticed before, somebody you haven't really noticed before, and suddenly they're surprising you in a different way. But here is this lotus flower as well. So they have gone through their own journey too. And, you know, if this is a job opportunity, again, it's everything has lined up for you at exactly the right time. This is the Ace of Wands. You know, you've got here this devil card. Try and stop having this self-doubt, this procrastination. It's really important, because it's pulling you from your path, and those negative blocks in your thinking are stopping you. You know, I say it again, most, you know, follow what your intuitive side, your soul is telling you. Most of our anxiety, stress, fear, worrying comes from the way that we respond to things, and not necessarily the way that life is. So sometimes we can see life not through as it is, but as we are. So do try and catch yourself and think, you know, who is this person coming towards you, this job? Does it make you feel excited? How do you feel about it? How do you feel? Not what you're thinking. How does it make you feel? You know yourself well enough to know the answer to that. And if you are smiling right now and you're feeling almost a bit childlike, then know that this is a God-given, divinely timed opportunity that your soul has created in collaboration with others for your greatest good. And that's beautiful, darling. It's really beautiful. Let's just see. And this card has appeared on the bottom of the deck. This is the Six of Materials, the Six of Pentacles. So this tells me that you remember I talked at the beginning of the reading about how you were ready to receive. This is you ready to receive, because you've released so many things that have stopped you from energetically receiving in the past what you have deserved, and what you have been doing for yourself and for others, and the work, the energy healing work that you have been doing, you are now receiving back. It's your surprises and delights. It's your rewards for the space that you are in right now. Let's pull some more cards for you on this. And the Queen of Voices wants to pop out again, because it was on the top of the deck and now it's on the bottom of the deck. What's your thoughts? Watch your words, but don't try and think too much about the words. Just trust. I'll let you into a little secret. One of the things that you can do is say thank you for the right words. Thank you for the words. And then open your mouth and speak. And just keep speaking. Try it out with something you have no attachment to. And just get past that monkey brain. You know, after a few seconds, your mind will step in and go, no, 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 no. I don't know, I better not say anymore. But if you allow yourself to quieten your mind, literally to be out of your mind, and do soul speak, by saying thank you for the right words, it's permission for your higher self to step forward. Try it sometime. It's quite a fun thing to do. And that is what the Queen of Swords here is all about. This is a time for you to really trust your knowing, my darling. Really trust your knowing, whatever this is. Let's see what else comes out. I'm going to use my new Gilded Tarot, and look, the Fool has appeared for you. This is that beautiful new cycle. Where is that cycle on this card? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Here we are. The Ace of Wands. And now, do you see here the Ace of Wands? And there is the Fool. It's that same beautiful cycle. This Fool card, come to the edge. Come to the edge, he said. We're too afraid, they said. Come to the edge, he said. We don't want to, they said. Come to the edge, he said. We're too busy, they said. Come to the edge, he said. And they came and he pushed and they flew. This is your change. Change is God. It's Godding. It's the gift of divinity. This is a new cycle for you. And embrace it. Even if you fear it, embrace it. Embrace the change. Say, thank you. I am ready to receive whatever is coming in for me. Whatever this is, I am ready to receive it. And in doing that, you allow, and I am grateful for whatever it is, you allow yourself to go on that magical mystery tour. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's see more about this Fool card. I told you this reading was probably going to be longer. I was meant to just pop on, but you deserve this, my darling. And you've come out of you've been in hermit mode for a very long time. And this is now time for you. This is your time. This is your time. Try not to talk about your problems though, darling. Try not to talk about problems. Where attention goes, energy flows. So when we talk about our problems, it can be our biggest addiction. And that means that the attention, the energy is going towards it. Sometimes, and remember, problems are only problems when something hasn't turned out quite the way we expected it to turn out. So we've attached a meaning to it. So when you have I go back to that Robert Adams thing, when you have no reactions, you don't try and change anything, you just literally sit and observe, then you're allowing yourself to be in that present moment, and you're not attaching yourself to any outcome, and you're not focusing on the problems. And so I don't know where that came from, but that was for somebody just then. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you want to say about this Fool card? Page of Pentacles. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So this is the start of it. This new cycle is starting with something is coming in for you. Pages for me are always transitional times. They are change. This page, there was the Knight that's come in there. And this is the page. This is the start of it. This Page of Pentacles is wearing green. This is a heartfelt offer, opening, whatever this is. It might be smaller than you might and have anticipated, but then that's because you've attached a meaning to it. Remember, try not to have too many opinions and thoughts. Just be in the moment. Just keep receiving and laughing at it, because the more you allow yourself to not have any attachment to outcomes, the more when things happen, you start to see these are not coincidences. You're actually causing this. You're creating all of this. And sorry, I disappeared there for a minute. I don't know what happened. Suddenly my mail popped up. And the Judgment card here, it was very strange then. The universe was up to something. The Judgment, this is almost like the Judgment card here, because you've got the Peacock here for me, which is the Judgment card. So this is an inner calling for you. This is a second chance. This is a pivotal moment for you. Accept and embrace whatever this is, this change in your life. It's for your greatest good, my darling. This is very, very beautiful. Let's see what else comes out. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Five of Wands. So this is that inner conflict within you. Those thoughts, those monkey brain of thoughts. Let's see what Spirit says about this. Thank you, Spirit. They are the root. Okay, thank you. They've already told me. It is the root cause of the reason sometimes you can't make that step forward, that fear of stepping forward. I want you to look at what the root cause of that is. Where does that go back to? And I can't answer that for you. Only you can do that for yourself. But look at the root cause of some of the things where you get triggered by things, and what those triggers mean for you, because this is the door to that personal healing and happiness for you. So that's very important. And that's the Hangman has come out as I've said that. So this is about you starting to see things from that different perspective. I mean, and this is something that I have done myself, because there are triggers that, I get, and it's how quickly I can change from being triggered to thinking, I've just been triggered. Okay, why has that happened? Where is that coming from? And then in turning into an Inspector Clouseau and working it out, which allows me then to release it, give a smile, and let it go. And it's a very beautiful thing to do. So with this Hangman, it's about seeing that, I've told you so many times before, to not why has this happened to me, but why has this happened for me? What has this been trying to teach me? So very, very beautiful. And letting things go, I can see that from this card, and that allows this cycle to turn, this thing to move forward. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else from this deck that you want to fly out? Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up with one more card. Of course, the Nine of Pentacles. Appreciate every change, appreciate every moment that you have now. Try not to have too many opinions on things. Observe what seeds of growth of your manifestations have already happened. What were you manifesting in the past that's already in your reality now? It allows you to appreciate what a manifester you are. We create all the time, we cause all the time. So start to observe what things have happened and what have you brought into your life, and appreciate each and every one. One of the biggest ways of vibrating higher and our evolution of our soul, one of the biggest ways of releasing resistance is to be grateful for absolutely everything, good or bad. And and in doing that, we literally are at peace, because we're accepting in that present moment that we are exactly where we're meant to be. So this is the Nine of Pentacles. What a beautiful card. And you've got the Six of Swords has come out for you now. Keep following where you're meant to go, my darling. You've come out of that hermit cave. That's what the Six of Swords is for me, to come out of that hermit cave. You're now on that magical mystery tour. You've got your ticket. You're willing to do this journey, and this beautiful new cycle. Do you see sometimes your thoughts hide that? Do you see those dark thoughts hide that new moon coming through? And you've gone through quite something to be in the space where you are now. Maybe twice you've gone through it, but it's very beautiful. And then I saw, well, there we go. I saw two lots of Three Swords in this card, because this is a new deck that I've got. And then there's the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, just to affirm that for me. So I am going to finish. What am I going to finish with? Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a spirit animal. I don't often do spirit animals, but we're going to do a spirit animal for you. This has been quite a big reading, actually. I don't know how long I've been going on for, but let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Which spirit animal for Scorpio this evening? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, well, you've got 4. Beautiful. Okay, let's put those there so I can just talk about them. This is the first one I saw. You got the giraffe spirit. See the big picture. Your soul, your higher self, is seeing it like a giraffe, can see onto the horizon like that Six of Swords. Any obstacles are no obstacles, because they're not attached. Your soul's not attached to those obstacles, not attached to those problems, because your soul knows you're exactly where you're meant to be right now. So there is no lack of in your soul's space. Does that make sense for you? So the soul is like the giraffe, seeing into the distance, understanding this was your soul's intent. This was your soul's contract when it came here to experience a soul in a human being. So trust in that. The moth spirit, surrender now. So this is about you letting go and letting God. And the more you let go and the more you put things into God's hands, the more you see his hand in everything. And, one of the lovely things to say is to say, thank you for me understanding that this has already been resolved for me. There is no problem. Thank you for it being resolved. And thank you for the answers coming through to me. The moth is incredibly, I love the moth because it can flutter away, and it's guided towards that light. Your soul is yearning to be towards that light. Surrender now and follow that calling. And then you've got koala spirit here. Spirit has a plan. This is my hermit card. Spirit, this is spirit's wing. You know, as a koala, you are that beacon of well-being for others. Is this something that is your inner calling, your second chance, something to do with you being a light worker, a healer, a helper, whatever it is? But spirit has a plan for you. And in order for you to be those things, you may have had to go through various life experiences to come to this place that you are now. And wolf spirit, of course, turn knowledge into wisdom. And this is that ancient wisdom. We have two wolves inside of us, the fear wolf and the love wolf. Don't feed the wolf that leads the pack is the wolf you feed. Don't feed the fear wolf, feed the love wolf. Turn knowledge into wisdom. So take what you have learned in this lifetime and be very proud of yourself, what you have done. We don't really say to ourselves as much as we should do, well done. And we tend to just beat ourselves up quite a bit. And so this is about you taking that knowledge in your mind from this lifetime, your experiences, and learning from it and turning it into an understanding, a wisdom. It's about bringing your soul's understanding and wisdom into your mind space as well. And the wolf is very beautiful. They're intense observers as well, aren't they? And wolves also are very community-based animals as well. So you do have soul family around you at this time that's helping you. And I did I say I was going to finish with one other card? I am going to finish with one other card. I am going to finish with my, where is it? My Spirit Song Tarot, and we'll just see what last message for you. Thank you for Scorpio. Thank you, my darlings, again for all of your support and love. I do enjoy reading for you, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to doing a bigger reading for you going into Scorpio season. If you have anything you'd like me to particularly focus on, do let me know in the comments as well. But otherwise, I will go with where Spirit's guiding me to go. Beautiful ending to your reading. Whatever this is, whatever this committed relationship thing that's happening in your life, it is a Six of Cups. It's a soulmate. It's something that you have somebody or something you have a soul contract with. It's beautiful. The otters are such extraordinary animals, and they have so much to teach us. Self-love being very important. They can't survive without looking after themselves. Resourcefulness, holding hands when you know, don't forget to hold hands. Don't lose touch with people. When you hold hands with somebody, you can't argue with them. Going with the flow, swimming over those boulders, using them as a way of increasing speed and going through. It's the otters are wonderful. Have a look at the otter spirit animal for yourself, and it's absolutely lovely, because the Six of Cups is with the Ace of Wands, and you've got the Six of Pentacles as well, this is all exactly where you're meant to be. And this person is the gift to yourself from yourself, and vice versa from you to them. They may have returned to you. Sometimes the Six of Cups talks about somebody returning, but they've had to do a bit of a journey before they've got back to you. And you equally have had to do the same thing, because you both had to go apart in order to heal and evolve, in order to come together very much stronger. But it could be somebody completely new. It all depends. It doesn't really matter. What I'm trying to show is that this is a Six of Cups soulmate card. So whatever this is a beautiful soulmate connection that you have. I hope this resonated, helped. and with whoever has come to listen to this meeting this evening. And thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And I look forward to doing your readings for you once I get back from France. Take care, my darlings. Lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.